Hello there, my battalion and viewers. I'm the Knight of Arcane, and you've probably seen that Popcross Studios was able to collab with My Singing Monsters and make official art for their recent event. To celebrate this amazing opportunity he got, the four of us, being DMZJ Illustrations, Kingpin Creations, Nerd Comics Inc., and I, decided to do some My Singing Monsters videos in celebration, with me turning free monsters into fantasy armor. Obviously, go check out the finished work Popcross did on the My Singing Monsters channel, and check out their playlist turning them into fantasy beasts. Anyways, let's check out our My Singing Monsters fantasy armor, shall we? I'm back with those crystals you said you needed. Would like to mention, I almost died trying to mine them though. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Do you hear yourself? You make it sound like it's a level 1 cave. I'm level -5 at most. The Stardew Valley did not prepare me for this. I knew you can handle it. Galvyn, I've only been here for 2 weeks. I didn't think I'd survive. Amelia, you may not have, but I did. Meaning we'll need to work on your confidence alongside your muscles. I still don't believe you when you said how strong and fast I'll get from your training. You will someday. If I live that long. But any reason we need these crystals? Yes, we need them to finish a set of armor for a client. While looking for a set of armor to help control fire, she did want to also be able to use other elements to a small degree. So these crystals will help channel that. Most of the armor is done for Miss Siza Vibra. Just need to work the crystals a bit. So I can actually see this armor in person. In just a moment. With her armor, some images of reptiles came to my mind. So did something a bit similar to Minasu's, with a plate in front of her mouth with a giant teeth pattern on it. Yeah, seems a bit similar, including these blue crystals being used. A bit of a coincidence. They wanted their armor to be mostly white, with some blue here and there. Interesting color choices for primarily using fire. Those are more ice color schemes. It's what the customer wants. Did a lot of plates on the torso that make me think of the underside of a lizard, and a plated tasset-like skirt around her waist like samurai have. Her helmet has a giant horn, not really for anything but aesthetic, and thinking it would look cool. And gave her a long club, partly inspired by a Japanese iron club, that I'm also putting the crystals in for elemental attacks. Okay, sounds pretty cool. May I now see it? Just about done. How does it look? Great craftsmanship like the others, Galvyn. Thank you. But what is it? Besides obviously being armor, what do you mean? Like, what's it based off of? The others have been obvious with Kaiju and the Amazing Digital Circus, but I don't know the media this is based off of. Obviously subconsciously, but besides the point. Why do you assume it is? I could just be making something not based off anything from your world. Because I don't feel that lucky. Anything else you can tell me about Siza? She seems to really like to whistle. Gotcha. Going to put that detail down when I try to Google this up in a bit. Yeah. How is your weird M-mirror holding up? My phone is doing great somehow. Can somehow reach the internet from my world. Feels like I'm in Amphibia, but thankfully don't need electric bugs to charge it up. Maybe another client I had might help you figure out not everything I forge is based off something else. Oh, I still doubt it, but go on. Maybe I should have talked to her about getting these crystals. She likes to explore deep and dark caverns, looking for hidden mysteries and magics said to be left down below. She's probably more prepared than me if she had your armor. Candela wanted something to help her see in the deepest, darkest caves and trenches, and she already seemed to be pretty adept with fire magic, so went and made her a helmet able to produce a flame behind it. That sounds hot. It was overall. The design for the helmet was pretty normal, but the armor on the torso and waist I made look a bit like a melting skull, so I think she overall had this gothic style you said your look is based on. No, I mean literally sounds hot. Like it sounds like her head would be roasted by this fire. Ew. Don't worry. Magical coating on the helmet to keep the head from burning. Plus it made the flames on the head green due to the type of coating there. Good to note. Anything else? Well, part of the armor under the skull-like plates, I gave a more scale-like pattern, but Candela said it reminded her of melted wax. Tailored the lower half as a dress that hides her feet, put some belts around the legs to help her keep a very svelte figure. Wait, how was she able to move with having a bunch of Final Fantasy belts hindering her leg movement? Not sure, but she was able to move pretty fast, almost looking like a specter when she moved. Oh, and I put a gem in the armor's forehead to help her see in the dark when the helmet's flame is put out. How does that work? Magic? Of course. Look familiar to you? Still no, but I think she made the wax comment since she looks like a candlestick. Actually, with her arms holding the flames, it makes me think of a candelabra. And her name is Candela. This could be a clue. Sure it is. Need anything else? You know what? I think I could find something in my search with Miss Candela's armor. But let's make a bet. You tell me of one more set of armor, and if all three come back as something from a piece of media from my world, we go on a little shopping trip for me. And if I win, if you win, I'll double the training you want me to do for a month. No questions, not as much complaining, and doing it with whatever equipment you want me to haul around, even if it's swimming in full plate. You wouldn't be doing something that dangerous. I believe I already have done something more dangerous. Okay, you're on. Great, let's hear it. The customer, a mysterious fellow named Poe, wanted something very bird-like. So with the helmet, gave it a long beak on its face guard, along with some wing-like details. Then stuck a bunch of red feathers on it. Tried to make it look like a Spartan, but in the end just had the feathers stuck in. Go on. I put a lot of feather and wing-like details on the armor, especially with the neck guard, and giving him a red feather waist cape, along with making his sleeves look like wings. His boots had a long point, almost like a talon, and with some feathers placed under the knee plates, it did make his legs look a lot like a bird's. Sounds like you did a good job making it feel like a bird. He did ask for working wings on it. It wasn't hard with magic and all, but it was hard to make them work with the organ-like pipes added to their back. What, organ pipes? Why did you give it organ pipes? The guy wanted to have creepy music playing when he entered a battle, and for some reason wanted the pipes on his back to help with the silhouette, along with some bone hooks as his main weapons. It makes me think of Death in the Last Wish, with his whistling and his sickles. Did Candela do anything with music or sound like Poe and Siza did? She said she was an opera singer, and looking into ancient spells involving song and music. Okay, let's see if using these clues gets me anything, and... You turn something called My Singing Monsters into armor. Huh. So they're monsters connected to music, I assume? Yeah. Seems to be a pretty cute game. Though this banner art I'm seeing on their YouTube channel and App Store page goes pretty hard. Looks pretty epic. Huh. Pretty neat. Some of these do look familiar. Figured. But I don't care too much right now, because I won the bet. Prepare your wallet, Galvyn. Fair's fair, but like I told my sister on her shopping trips, you're carrying everything. I have a feeling carrying what you buy around could be some good training. I should have made you carry them for the deal. That won't scare me from a full day of shopping. Wait, you have a sister? And that was My Singing Monsters as fantasy armor. I'm very proud of how the Rare Poewk and Incisaur came out, and definitely have more ideas I want to do at some point with My Singing Monsters. But what did you think of them? Let me know in the comments, along with more creatures from the game I should work with, turning into fantasy armor or other things, and other things I should turn into fantasy armor. For more fantasy armor, we have the first armor video, being our Godzilla collab with the others, and making Kinger from the Amazing Digital Circus into fantasy armor in our variety episode for the other collab. And we have when we turned Zelda characters into mech armor last year to check out. And of course, check out Nerd turning them into xenomorphs, along with congratulating him on reaching 500 subs, Kingpin venomizing them, and DMZ turning them into demons. Plus, go celebrate Popcross's hard work on his channel with his My Singing Monsters Grand Prix. We hope you get more great opportunities like this in the future. And if you like what you saw, then leave a like, and subscribe to join our growing little Arcane town, to be in the know for future updates, videos, and collabs. The Gummy Goo video is aiming for the 7th, and our now late FNAF Mermaid should either be the 3rd or the 10th, depending on how things go, hopefully. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later.